upset that I ate the cake that you made me. It's a cake, what you want me to do? Yeah. Why you make me a cake if I can eat it? Eat it, eat it, eat it. Why you make me a cake if I can eat it? Ain't I supposed to eat it? Why you make me a cake if I can eat it? Eat it, eat it, eat it. Why you make me a cake if I can eat it? Ain't I supposed to eat it? Is it a cake? Cake, 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 cake. Oh, it is cake, 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 cake. Is it a cake, 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 cake? Ain't I supposed to eat it? Cake, 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 cake. Is it a cake?
Sometimes I like to have my cake and eat it too. No Pokemon, I need another Pikachu. Making it from scratch, so she used lard. Mix it in a bowl with it real hard. I'm like Mike Jack and Thriller. Back to the Skrilla, extract the vanilla. And last night I had another dream, so that icing better be buttercream. You got all of the ingredients for me to practice disobedience. Skip past the pushing and shoving, just go in the kitchen and preheat the oven.
You got all of the ingredients for me to practice disobedience. Skip past the pushing and shoving, just go in the kitchen and preheat the oven. Why you make me a cake if I can eat it? Eat it, eat it. What's the point? Eat it. Why you make me a cake if I can eat it? Eat it. Am I supposed to eat it? Eat it. Why you make me a cake if I can eat it? Eat it, eat it, eat it. Why you make me a cake if I can eat it? Eat it. Am I supposed to eat it? Is it a cake, 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 cake? Oh, it's cake, 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 cake. Is it a cake, 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 cake? Ain't I supposed to eat it? Cake, cake, cake. Oh, yes, I am now. Lord, mix it in the bowl with the real hard. Oh yes, she does. Making it from scratch, so she used Lord. Mix it in the bowl with the real hard. Oh yes, she does. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, Midas. You heard? Make me no cake if I can't eat it. You get the point though. And if I can't eat it, don't even bother. Holla. Yeah. By the way, here's a tissue.
Yeah. Hey man. Sometimes they say you shouldn't have your cake and eat it too, huh? Is it a cake?
Give it to me if I can't. You put the cake right there. It's right there on the counter.
Yeah. Is it a cake?
Yeah. I do that.
Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Come on in the house. Come on in the house. Let us know how our sound is coming through to you guys. We're still getting some kinks out. Testing 1 2 1 2. Real quick, that isn't a cake. I released that a week ago, man, and my analytics say it's at about 13,000 streams. So I'm enjoying that. So thank you guys for, if you've listened to it, if you've shared it, passed it along. You know, we're gonna keep increasing our algorithm and see what these streams be like. You know, there's my mom. Hey mom, perfect attendance, gold star recipient in the house. Come on in. Who else we got here?
Robin Barbie, what's up, Robin?
Robin is here. Thank you, Robin Barbie and the Barbs. Brian Park is here. DJ B, take me back to Park Place. I just want to go back. Yeah, we got that cake. It's lunchtime. Pass the slice.
Who has that code? Which mic? Midas?
Okay, we go. Oh, Brandon is here, I see. We're going to get it worked out.
We're going to work it out.
Yeah, we're just going to keep talking real quick while we work it out. Come on, sound technicians, holla at us. Let us know what y'all hearing out there.
didn't fix it, I know what will fix it. So just let me know.
Okay. Sound has an echo. Yeah. Former guest of the platform, DJ B. Also, Brandon Stevens, Mellow Groove Brethren is in the house. Yeah. So
It's still
we doing this thing live straight to YouTube now. Four weeks, our fourth week in a row, because we can't stream live in a group from Facebook anymore. They try to monopolize everything, but we're gonna keep talking. Getting the buttons and knobs. I'm gonna just keep talking off and on and see what we got. Let's see. All right, so they say I have an echo and you're low, Famous. So now with the music, can you hear me? Okay, I can't hear you. Y'all coming on in, ladies and gentlemen. We hope everybody's having a great week so far. And this is the beauty of going live.
How about now?
All right.
Can
y'all
you hear
let
me
us
now?
know what we got.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you. We got Miss Rhonda Badikian, former guest of the platform here. She's a legend. A legend. If you have your phone, which you probably do, or a smart device, Google Rhonda Badikian later on, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
And check out her rich history within the music business, managing a lot of your artists and being responsible for their publishing and things like that, from Motown all the way up to present day. And now she's writing songs. So we glad to have you back, Rhonda. We've missed you the last few weeks. What we sound like, guys?
Rhonda's writing now? I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, remember? I think it was when we did our updates, when we had her, James, and Juan on to give us some updates several months ago. Yeah, she was telling us about some of the artists that she's currently working with, and she's now included in her many things of being talented at and being involved in with music. She's now writing some songs.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Good deal.
All right. I think we good. Brandon says we good.
Yeah, we're good to go. We're good to go. We're glad you're all here. Round of applause for that.
Ronda Rousey. Y'all, I can't laugh because I'm getting over a cold. So if y'all make me laugh, I'm gonna have to excuse myself.
Yeah. You're gonna have it coming on. You're gonna have it coming down the stream.
Yeah, merrily. Life is but a dream.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. Yeah, it's just excuse yourself. Come off screen a minute, and you'll be all right.
We do have comedians in this group. You gotta love it. You know what I mean? Yes, Rhonda.
A little bit.
Yes, Rhonda. We you're very talented,
for sure,
and multifaceted. All things music, So yeah, we always like to acknowledge having you here with us. So it's always a pleasure, and the rest of you guys too. Thank y'all. She said, "Watch out, yeah.
Watch out now."
Yeah, she might give you that left hook too, Brandon. Yeah, be a little mixture of Ronda Rousey and Rhonda Badikian. You gotta. What they say, you gotta watch for the hook. How did that song go? Listen to your corner.
Yeah, listen to your corner and watch for the hook.
Yeah, man. Yeah, we glad to have you guys back. We took last week off for Labor Day.
Man.
Do some family thing. Yeah, Mama said. You better listen. My mama said. You know what I mean? But we're glad to be back, ladies and gentlemen. We know it's lunchtime here on the East Coast.
Yeah.
If you're on the West Coast, it may be breakfast time or wherever you're joining us.
Good morning.
Good day to you. Internationally. Where else?
I said good day to you. Good morning, wherever it is.
Yes, wherever you may be. We appreciate you guys carving out an hour or so of your time to come hang out with the No Shortcuts crew. And this is you guys' community. As I always say, we're the faces of this community, but this community belongs to you guys. So anything that we can do to help you guys along the way in your entrepreneurial ventures or just some life things. I mean, we try to combine a mixture of being informative, being entertaining, and being motivational. And all those three things can work together to help us grow in different aspects of life in general. So thank you for congregating with us today. Shout out to YouTube. Shout out to our Facebook group, even though we can't broadcast live in our group anymore. Famous can tell you guys
We
more
can.
about
We
that.
just choose not to. We can. We
Oh,
just
okay. Well,
choose
they
not
they
to.
they give us a hard time with
Yeah.
it.
We choose
You
not
know.
to, and that's that.
There we go. There we go. And that's that. And shout out to our Spotify listeners if you're catching the replay or if you're catching us on
What up?
Apple Music, and even shout out to Twitch and Instagram, whatever your platform of choice may happen to be.
Yeah.
Welcome, welcome.
Shout out to all the
Yeah,
Twitchers in the house.
yeah.
What's it look like, man? What you been up to? What's your week? Tell the
Well,
folks where you've been and what you were doing there.
yeah. Okay. So the last time we aired, which was 2 weeks ago,
Yeah.
that following Friday, you and I had an opportunity to do a
Mm-hmm.
wedding reception together, which was a wonderful time. Man, we had a great time, even
That's
down to
right.
the photographers. Yeah, they're having a great time, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, would definitely not be televised on
On
Facebook.
Facebook.
Yeah, then I went to Hampton, Virginia that following day. Um, Beautiful crowd up there, nice weather too. The weather's been nice the last couple of weeks, I must say.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then of course I church Mount Dewell Baptist Church that Sunday. Then last week I was in Pittsboro, North Carolina last Friday. Last
Yeah.
Saturday
Know where
I
that's
was in
at.
Faith, North Carolina. They had a charity event for the firefighters out there in Faith, North Carolina. Robin came out. Shout out to Robin. She came out and checked the show out. And then Sunday, Mount Dewell Baptist Church again. And then Sunday afternoon, I went back down to Sherrill, South Carolina, where I
Mhm.
was for Labor Day Monday, but Sunday I
Mhm.
had to go. My mom and dad at their church back at home celebrating 48 years of pastoring. So
Wow.
did all of that, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Congratulations. 48
Yeah,
years.
yeah.
That's what's
And,
up,
and
man.
And on a side note, just to go left real quick to bring us up to present day, back in June, Father's Day weekend, Isaiah, my son, went up to Ohio to visit family and
Mhm.
everything. His great grandmother's health wasn't doing too bad. I don't know if I updated you guys talking to my family, but she ended up passing away in July. The great
Mhm.
grandmother he went up there to visit, and then his grandfather, which is his mother's dad, also the son of his great grandmother, passed last week, and we went to those funeral services
Mm.
yesterday. So just keep my son's mother's family in prayer, and the rest of all of us. You know what I'm saying? And I was proud of him. He got up and had a few remarks. The grandkids were speaking and everything yesterday, and he got up and said a few remarks. So very proud of him. He's coming
Yeah.
along well. But just wanted to say to the Stoll family, and his grandfather's name was Tim Stoll. So we're
Mhm.
just keeping you guys in prayer, and they're still in town. We may go visit a little more this afternoon, depending on what his homework and everything
Okay.
it's like. So a lot going on that side of the family, man. But we holding it in the road, holding it in the road.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Brandon. Yeah.
Happy
Happy anniversary,
anniversary.
Pastor. 48
48
years,
years.
man.
Wow.
Yeah, I had some remarks at church briefly Sunday afternoon, and excuse me. And I'm like, yo, I turned 46, next month,
Mm-hmm.
October 9th, for those that want to go ahead and mark that and get your cash apps and gifts and everything ready. But
Yeah.
I'm like, so for my parents to be involved in ministry for 48 years, man, is
Yeah.
quite an accomplishment. Quite an
Absolutely.
accomplishment, and definitely big salute, big shout out to them. Yeah, for sure.
Shout out to them for sure for 48 years. That's like you said, that is a major, major, major accomplishment because
Yeah.
I am 47 years old. So yeah,
Yeah, so
I had to think about it.
yeah.
I had to think about it for a minute. I always forget
Yeah.
how old I am.
The older you get, you kind of forget, right?
Yeah, I was like, wait a
You
minute,
kind of
I don't know.
forget. Yeah, but
That's
I
what's
gotta
up.
say a lot of my traits, attributes, motivation, passion, all of that
Hmm.
comes from my parents. So you guys seeing me on the screen or didn't know anything about me, yeah, I gotta forward any type of credit always to my parents because they help mold and make me into what
Hmm.
I am. Oh yeah, Robin's got a birthday coming up.
Hey, happy
Okay.
birthday
Happy
upcoming.
pre-birthday. Who is that we
Yeah.
had to sing happy birthday to? Was it Ashley last year?
I don't remember.
I think it was Ashley Kennedy. So
I don't
famous would
remember.
probably we're gonna start doing a monthly birthday segment,
Yeah.
and Famous will sing happy birthday to you guys.
Nah, we're gonna get Brandon. We're gonna get Brandon to come on and sing. We'll shoot him the link
Oh
real
wow.
quick, and he could come on and do. He'll handle all the singing for us.
Yeah, yeah. His birthday rendition is one that they talk about even
Yeah.
after the fact. He at our show when we do our mellow groove stuff, he
Hmm.
does his birthday song, and
Yeah.
yeah, it gets quite
That's
the
what's up.
reaction from the audience.
When is
October
your birthday?
9th, man.
Oh
Libra
yeah.
season. We in full
You
effect
are
over here, you know.
OVO. You're part of October's very own. OVO
you try to
Midas.
you try to group don't you try to group me
No,
in with
yeah,
Drake
no,
and them
yeah.
guys.
You OVO Midas now. That's it.
If you say so. We'll further discuss off camera.
Free boy.
This guy, yo, don't get
It's
him
okay.
started, guys.
Don't get
It's
me
Brandon's
started.
fault.
Just blame it on Brandon.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
what's
yeah, yeah.
up. He got it started. He got it started now. Talking about OVO Midas.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, and Brandon said that's when his parents got married. Mom, how many years you and dad
Yeah.
been? I forget the wedding the wedding number. You know, so
Yeah.
many numbers to
As
keep
long as
up
we've
with.
been married.
But
Brandon
they do
said
everything for the long haul.
Brandon gonna sing Happy Birthday for 1,200 a minute. So we're gonna
Yeah,
make
yeah,
that
yeah.
thing. We're gonna put that thing Alvin and the
We just
Chipmunk style. Make it real fast.
yeah, we just need the and
Yeah.
then all right, thank
That's
you.
it. Oh, see,
Oh
DJB
man.
is OVO too. October 23rd. See,
Okay,
OVO
yeah.
Park.
Libra season is
Y'all
here.
starting the
Oh
y'all starting the
man.
Carolina chapter of OVO.
Oh man. This
That's
hey,
it.
leave it to Famous to give you some type of titles and what
Yep.
we about to do. You know, that's his specialty. Rhonda, my birthday is January 20th and I'm praying to celebrate. Hey, okay, come
Yeah.
on with it, Rhonda.
Be a nice
Come
birthday,
on
wouldn't
with
it?
it. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
49
absolutely.
years for the Hardisons.
Okay.
49
Okay,
years.
49 years of marriage, 48 years of pastoring.
Yeah,
Wow.
there we go.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah. Can we hit the
congratulations on all
applause?
that. Yeah, we
You
can.
got the applause on deck?
I think I do.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
would have
We
had
get
it
it.
if you didn't ask for it.
Ah, you know how that is. As soon as
49 years of marriage. It's
and
amazing.
48 pastoring. Yeah,
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 for
that's
sure.
great. And shout out to Brandon, your parents too, man, because you know these type of things you don't hear about nowadays.
Hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
So yeah, we respect that. We respect that.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Hmm.
So yeah,
Hmm.
man, the weekend was good. We did that wedding on Friday, 2 Fridays ago almost.
Yeah, let's
With
talk about it.
me at Catawba Falls here in sunny Lancaster, South Carolina.
Yeah, we
And
had a great time.
Midas came through and handled the heavy lifting as far as the MC work. And it was,
Yeah.
listen, it was one of those weddings. I told him on the way in, I said, man, it's going to be a hard one because it was hot outside. The wedding started like 20 minutes late. And I can tell that the people outside for the ceremony was like not in the best moods because they were hot.
Yeah,
It was late and they were just sitting out
yeah.
there looking mad. And I was like, then the cocktail hour happened again. The cocktail hour was outside. People had to go in to get their drinks and then come
Go back
outside.
outside.
And I can just tell people were just looking like they just going pay their respects, get their food, and get up out of here because they just were
Uh-huh.
not feeling this mood. And I told my man when he came in, I said, "You got your work cut out for you today, buddy. We got to
Yeah,
try and get these people going." But it worked.
yeah.
It worked. We
Oh
had them
yeah,
going from dinner time. I was doing a little dinner
yeah,
mix, hitting them
yeah.
with the '90s
All
R&B
type of stuff. Yeah.
dinner, and they were like loving it. So it ended up being a lot better than what I thought it was going to be. And
Bros
the
in the house.
the
Yeah.
crowd was into it, and everybody seemed to have a great time. It was good.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
really good.
Yeah. Yeah. Shout out to my brother real quick, former
What
guest
up?
of the platform.
What up,
Smooth
man?
Sales is in the house. Yeah, man. You told me when I you say you got what did you say? You're gonna have to work your magic today.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
and but I was like, you know, it's gonna be all right. And I think along with emceeing, not just the voice, but the personality
Hmm.
associated. Then of course I'm speaking with the wedding planners and we doing the calling of the tables, just several things, walking the mic back and forth, talking to people. I think all of that works in combination, not just being a voice on the microphone, but
Yeah.
you know, personality based. as well, and we turned that thing into a happening event. And it was only like a crowd of what, maybe 50 or
Yeah,
so?
it wasn't a big crowd. It wasn't a big crowd. What
Mm.
up, David Hunt? What's happening?
Okay.
Yeah,
Love to
yeah.
see you.
Ecamm
Yeah.
fam. What's up? Ecamm
David
fam.
Hunt.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Fuck the
I know a
Ecamm
guy
fam.
back home named David Hunt, but
That's
he
right.
doesn't have it.
That's
He doesn't
right.
have
David
an E
Hunt.
on his last
Yeah,
name.
David Hunt from
But-
Sherrall.
From Sherrall. But
Yeah.
that looks like another guy based on the pic. But welcome, David. Thank you for joining us
thanks
today.
for joining
we
in.
also have a community on Facebook, but no shortcuts. The community. Feel free to join us there as well. Yeah, man. But it turned out great. We
Yeah,
had
it
a great
turned out
time.
really great.
Yeah, they did the fake send off toward the end because the storms were coming.
Yeah, that was the thing. So I had 3 weddings that weekend. I had that one Friday, and then Saturday I was in Asheville,
And then Charleston Sunday.
and then
right?
Charleston Sunday, and then we had 2 other ones on Saturday that Josh and Nick did.
Shout out to
Nick
them.
was at Catawba Falls on Saturday, and then Josh was
Mm-hmm.
in Charlotte on Saturday at forget the name of the venue, but Pleasant Grove Farms. But each one of mine on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, all of them ended a little bit early. So I was like, "Yo,
Can't be
that's
mad
a
at
good-"
that.
Yeah, and it wasn't like it ended early because the party stunk. You know what I'm saying? It ended early
Yeah.
for different reasons. Like Friday because of the weather, they was trying to get out of
Mm-hmm.
there before the storm, and Saturday it ended early because they had the bride and groom had a party bus. It was raining there too on Saturday in Asheville, but they had a
really?
party bus. Then the party bus was coming at like 8:45, and they had to get everybody out of there to get to their after party location. So that one ended early. And then the Sunday wedding, it was a Sunday wedding, so it was definitely going to end early anyway. So, and I was telling my wife because she went to see her parents for the weekend, and because I was going to be working all weekend long, I was like, you got to know that the weekend that you're not home, I'm getting home early every night. You know,
Yeah. Hey, and that's wonderful.
I'm getting home at like midnight or later, and then waking her up, you know, and then the weekend she's not there, I'm home by like 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock.
Yeah. And with that, hey, you sleep?
Yeah. Trying to creep in, take my shoes off before I get into the house, you know, so I don't wake anybody up.
There's some cake baking in the oven.
Yeah, buddy. But it was
gonna make my cake fall.
Yeah. It was a good weekend.
Yeah.
It was a good weekend. And this past weekend, I didn't have anything. We just did some family stuff.
Nice.
Didn't have any weddings this past weekend. And then starting this coming weekend, it'll be all year long for the rest of the year, pretty much.
Yeah,
So
going till November, huh?
Gone till November. I'll be gone till November for sure.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So that's great. That's great, you know. So we've been busy for the last couple of weeks since we took last week off, but we still, you know, staying in motion, doing the things that we need to do, and we have to take a little break ourselves here and there, just to, you know, especially for holiday and recognizing that people will be away doing other things as well. So, you know, it's good to be missed, but we always come right back.
Yeah, we'll always be right back. But yeah, some things happened while we were gone, man, that we wanted to touch on. First off, the passing of the legend, Fat Man Scoop, man. Fat Man Scoop passed away just a week or so ago, and want to take a minute to acknowledge that because he was obviously very influential in my world of DJing, but just in the world of music for sure. And he was a good dude. I had the opportunity to. I never met him or really spoke with him, you know, for long term, but. We were on, you know, Fat Man Scoop was, he was really influential in Crate Hackers. He
really? Okay,
he was a contributor of Crate Hackers, and he was like, you know, one of the first big names to get involved with Crate Hackers. And we were on a Zoom call. We were on a Zoom call before one of the live streams. I think it might have been it was last year for like one of the anniversary live streams, and he was going to be, you know, at the live stream, and we were all on a Zoom call together, kind of pre-production of the live stream. And he's just always positive, always good energy. Any other stories I've heard about him, I also always hear a story about another DJ that I know, Jason Janai. He got married a year ago, and Scoop showed up at his wedding. He's really close with Scoop, and first he didn't think he was going to be able to make it to his wedding, and Scoop didn't tell anybody that he was coming. He just came and surprised them. And did a whole thing. He like grabbed the mic, of course, and just took over Jason's wedding and all that.
Nice,
so it's
man.
good. It's a good guy, man. He was a good guy. I just want to acknowledge Fat Man Scoop, the legend, for sure, man.
And I just want to say, I mean, you know, as far as culture, hip hop culture is concerned, like you've heard his voice on numerous tracks, being the hype man, whether it's Timberland and Missy. If you got a $20 bill, put your hand up. You know,
if you got long hair, make noise.
I
got short hair.
Many records. Right. So many records that he would instantly just turn into just, I guess, for lack of a better term, a party record or a record for having a good time, having that voice on the record, emceeing, having that element of emceeing, you know, along with the music, but you got it right there on the track. Right. So, and shout out to our guy G Mace, who is a sound engineer. He actually did the sound for Brandon and I during Quarantunes when we were doing our Quarantune shows, and G Mace put up a post when Fat Man Scoop passed, where he met Fat Man Scoop, and Fat Man Scoop was just giving him so much kudos and you know, so much just a lot of compliments based on G Mace knowing what he was doing, running the sound, and anything Fat Man Scoop needed sound wise, he was able to make it happen, you know. So so that was good to see somebody that I knew had actually met Fat Man Scoop, and he was and he seems like such a nice guy, man, humble guy. And speaking of crate hackers, we got to shout out Dom and Aaron, former guests of our show. They're associated with crate hackers, correct?
Absolutely. They running things over there. Shout out to the Crate Hackers fam, the Future DJ. If you're not subscribed to the Future DJ newsletter, you should be. Good stuff.
Yeah, I'm in the group. I chime in sometimes just when they're asking about songs or what song might be nice to blend with this. So I'm over there. I pop in and say something every once in a while, you know.
Good deal.
Yeah. Shout out to Crate Hackers, and rest in peace to Fat Man Scoop.
For sure,
losing a lot of legends. Young, old legends, middle-aged legends.
Yeah, man.
Young legends.
Young ages, like Brandon said, man. And the other, just Rich Homie Quan also, you know, just the other day, Rich Homie Quan passed. He's like 30, you know, 30 years
34.
old, or early 30s, early 30s. So just a lot of young legends at young ages, like you said, and Brandon, and RIP to Sean Martin, keyboardist who was vital to Kirk Franklin shows,
Yeah, man, definitely. So, you know, I don't know what's going on, you know, and I don't know if it's the fact that we have everybody's on social media or what, but it seemed like people just passing at a high rate, you know. So with that being said, you want to make sure you know have your affairs in order, ladies and gentlemen. You know, all across the board, mentally, physically, spiritually, have your affairs in order.
Yeah, and that was one of the things that, you know, prompted, you know, what I wanted to, you know, what we decided we wanted to touch on a little bit today is just, you know, we talk about mental health a lot, right? And talk about, you know, mental fitness as it relates to being an entrepreneur and things you got to do to keep yourself mentally intact. But also physical fitness is a big part of that. And we touched on that a couple of weeks ago. We were talking about hobbies, right? And a lot of people chimed in about exercise and yoga and meditation being a hobby, but also, you know, physical fitness, because we got to take care of our bodies. We got to take care. I'm still working on booking Dr. Emily, but she's working on Tuesdays. She's working on Tuesdays right now. She just called me a minute ago because she forgot it was 12 o'clock.
Tell her we'll write her a note.
But we got to make sure we're taking care of ourselves physically, because physical fitness is important, especially for entrepreneurs, because, you know, like we said before, since we don't necessarily have a schedule during the week that we have to abide by, we don't have a clock to punch, it's easy to be doing your job or planning your week or working on some sales or marketing, eating a bag of potato chips, you know, whatever it is.
Yeah,
you know? So
whatever it is.
It's things we can do to kind of keep ourselves physically fit as well, and taking breaks to get out. And if you work from home like me, you got to get out there and take some walks during the day. So I wanted to hear from everybody here too about, you know, what you guys do for keep
Hmm.
yourselves physically fit, starting with Jerry Midas
Yeah.
Hardison, aka
Well,
OVOJ.
I
October's very own.
can't be can't be laughing. I already told this guy it is gonna keep on. Well, like I mentioned a couple of weeks ago, man, I'm like, and I could always do more, right? I think we all can always do
Yeah.
more. Um, but I'm thankful I have a young kid, right? Because he likes
Right.
to go outside. He likes to ride bikes, so that gets me out. He likes the pool actually is coming to a close, but likes to get in the
Hmm.
pool and got to get in there and keep up with him and stuff, man. So the things that my son is interested in, usually, as far as outdoor activities, gives me an opportunity to get out, get some fresh air, burn a few calories. But definitely, there's room to do more, and I think I'm gonna make a commitment, to try to do more in that there, because once upon a time before kids, going to the gym and
Hmm.
doing all of these things, it seemed like you had more free time, more time to do those type of things. But
Yeah.
the little bit I get, thankful for. But we're gonna try to step it up a little bit. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
at least get out and get some fresh air, ladies and gentlemen. Try to take you a walk a few times a week. You
Hmm.
know, get that heart rate up. And
Yes.
and I get some lifting in by being a musician though, because you
Yeah.
got the
Yeah.
equipment. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You had to lift this stuff in and out. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Set it up, and at the end of the night, you got to tear it down and pack it back up. You know
Hmm.
what I mean? So all of those things combined, there is some activity going on. So we're not completely lacking without that, but there's always room to increase that a little more for sure.
Yeah, yeah, I'm with you. I'm
Mhm.
with you. Yeah, we get a lot of cardio and workouts in on Fridays and Saturdays.
Yeah, yeah,
toting speakers and stuff around. But
yeah, man.
during the week,
Yeah.
I'm with you. There's always room for to be able to do a little bit more. And we walk a lot because we have a dog. So we
Hmm.
always try to get even before we had
Oh
the
yeah,
dog.
yeah.
We
You have to.
always
Yeah,
try to
the
get the
doggy's got to
dog
go
out.
for a walk, and
And we
yeah,
don't just do the thing where we just take them out, come back. So we tend to spend an hour or so walking a
yeah.
day when we can. I
Uh-huh.
do it a little bit less when it's just me. I might be a half an hour, but when
Yeah.
I'm when Emily's here, we'll walk for even longer. We'll try to do that a couple times a day. But even doing
Nice.
like so we have like Apple Fitness, right?
Oh
So
yeah.
we'll do
Okay.
like yoga on there, and I'm trying to get better in the routine of doing some of the other workouts with like the
Hmm.
cardio and the strength training and stuff like that, because it's like anytime something like that happens, I start to think, yo, I gotta get on this thing. Like I think I'm healthy, relatively, but my man was
Hmm.
53 years old. Oh man,
Hmm.
I gotta
Yeah.
gotta do better. Gotta do
Yeah.
better, and
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
makes you
And
feel good
and
too afterwards.
oh yeah, yeah, yeah. You get that what they used to call it the runner's high or whatever,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
there's a sense of euphoria, a feeling
Hmm.
of euphoria that goes along with getting a little bit of workout in, So
Yeah.
yeah, so it's all beneficial, things like that. So we just wanted to encourage those who are
Yeah.
under the sound of our voice, to make sure you're getting some fitness in, throughout the week. Make that a
Yeah.
part of the lifestyle as well, not just being an entrepreneur. And then they make all types of things now. Got these resistor bands.
Hmm.
Use your own body weight. Get
Hmm.
some curls and different things in. You can work upper body, mainly lower body too, depending on how creative you want to be.
Yeah.
But do that and to get a little exercise in, and be
Yeah.
mindful too, even with the foods and diet and stuff. You know, just make sure you got some type of balance. Get your vegetables and your fruits and stuff in
Hmm.
there. Not
Yes.
trying to tell anybody how to, because we all like what we like, but just make sure you have at least some type of balance,
Yeah.
as far as. And then I got to tip my hat to my son, because he, even with making his lunch and everything. I'm gonna get back to James' comment. I'm sorry, but even with taking his lunch to school and everything every day, he wants to make sure he got some, some fruits, whether it be some sliced
Hmm.
apples, sliced strawberries, something like that.
Yeah.
And he like, if I go to the public salad bar and make a salad, he wants his own, you know what I mean, with his
Okay.
own little toppings on there. He don't like everything I like, but You know, so I mean, having him around keeps me on point too.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Yeah,
That's good.
yeah,
But yeah, it's
for
good to
sure.
just in little doses, just kind of
Yeah,
work your way
doses.
into it as far as
Yeah.
exercising and getting healthy. And I've noticed even though I don't do it as much as I should, of course, but when I do, like I said, I feel better mentally. I can get back to, like, if I do it, let's say I set at 1 o'clock and I'm gonna go and do a little workout, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. Once I get back to work, I feel better. I feel like the juices are flowing. The creative stuff is starting to happen again. Like if I just get a stump throughout the day of what I'm trying to do, I just go outside and get a run. I do like a run walk where you'll like run for 2 minutes and then walk for one, run for two,
Yeah.
walk for one, do something like that. And I just gotta make it more of a habit, to really do it more consistently for sure.
Yeah, yeah, and that reminds me, when I say go Isaiah, and that reminds me too. I watched the Bob Marley documentary some years ago. I forget the title of what it was called, but before he would write songs and create music, he would go running or go, exercise, and he felt like that gave him some, just some little extra oomph in the creative process. You know, so yeah, it's beneficial.
It is.
Beneficial.
It is.
Yeah. It can't hurt you.
That's true.
It can't hurt you.
Yeah, that's
know what
true.
I mean?
That's true.
Yeah.
What about the folks watching? What are you all doing? What would you like to start doing on the exercise front as far as being physically fit, and how that carries into your life, or how you can fit that into your life as an entrepreneur? Yeah, and any tips?
Yeah, because this is an interactive chat, and you guys might be able to say something that we need to, that we all need to hear.
Help a
and
brother
shout out to
out.
James. Shout out to James real quick. Masters Media, former guest of the platform. James F. Masters. You can find all of his music on all your streaming services.
For sure.
Yeah.
What up, James? It's good to see you, my brother.
Absolutely. Faithful. Well, all of you guys so faithful. We appreciate you. We appreciate you. Matter of fact, let me look at while we're waiting. Let me look at what our subs are at now.
Let's see who wants to
because
join
we're growing
in.
slowly but surely.
James, he
If I can
does
find the
exercise and working out with weights and martial arts. Yeah.
Ah, okay,
like
nice.
Yeah, my wife
Very
she wanted to do Tai Chi. We haven't done it yet, but she always talked about doing Tai Chi. But we started with the yoga, and maybe we'll work our way. Whenever I see that, I see some of those Tai Chi, I think about Mr. Miyagi. I'm like, yeah, I think we can do that. Do the crane and do all that,
Yeah.
Robin walks and lots of dancing. Yeah, dancing and working out. That's right.
Yeah, she goes to all the concerts. Like I said, she came and saw the chairman of the board Saturday, this past Saturday, and she dances the whole time.
Yeah,
she have a good old time.
That's what's up.
Absolutely. And we're at 90 subs right now, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, on our YouTube page. Yeah, we're constantly growing. We're 10 away from 100.
Tai Chi is awesome. So what do you do, James? What's your discipline of choice in the martial arts? I want to hear more.
And in case you guys didn't know, there is no special guest today. We're just here to chop it up with you guys and just break a little bread and share some ideas and have a chat amongst the community. So feel free. This is a live interactive chat.
A chat about physical fitness, mental health, entrepreneurship, all of our favorite. Living my best life. Robin's living her best life. Hey, did I tell y'all about September 26th, right? Corks, Cooks, and Books?
Oh, yeah, you mentioned that.
Yeah, Thursday, September 26th at Corks, Cooks, and Books. See if you living your best life in Rock Hill that night on a Thursday.
In Rock Hill. Yeah, and shout out to Chef Shanali, who's a former guest of our platform as well, and her business partner, Mindy.
Mindy, yeah.
There you
go.
Black belt, and I'm gonna let you pronounce that.
He's got a black belt and something that he has.
And Quasimodo?
Mixed martial arts, yes. Mixed martial arts. Got it.
I don't even know how to pronounce that. I'm not even gonna try.
That's right, Brian. You are a special
there you
guest.
go, Brian.
OVO Brian is a special guest today. You all are. You all are for sure.
We're here to talk.
Brian,
You
tell us
guys,
about
man.
some about your workout routine, your exercise regimen, or if you don't have one yet, what you would like to do, because we wanna set some goals and we wanna hold each other to it.
Yeah.
So
I gotta shout my. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was just saying I was gonna be Brian's workout buddy if he tells me he
There you
wants to
go.
work out. You know,
Y'all do
30
the
minutes a
Kanye
day.
workout plan?
I'm gonna shoot him that text every day, like 1, 2.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah. Get those Richard Simmons vibes. Rest in peace. He passed, I believe. But
Yeah, he
I
did
remember
just a couple
watching
weeks
Richard
ago.
Simmons growing up, man. And him, Glide, all of these exercise shows. I watch him in the den as a kid, and you try to, mimic and participate and all of that stuff. You know what I mean?
While I was watching,
they don't put those
was
shows on
watching-
ESPN no more.
They don't. I was watching
The workout
WWF
show.
while you was watching Richard Simmons. I
You was
trying to
watching
be-
what?
I was trying to be Ricky Steamboat.
I did a little bit of steamboating too.
Yeah.
Ric Flair, I had a chance to meet Ric Flair, man,
Yeah.
back in 07 and had dinner and all of that with him. Yeah. But yeah, that's man, we was into that as kids.
Yeah.
That was surreal about even having a chance to meet him. It's like I used to watch you on TV. You the bad guy. You know what I mean? Yeah, but you had to love it, even though he was what they call a heel. You had to love it, man.
Yeah,
the
man.
flamboyance, the
Flair was the
swag.
man.
Yeah.
Yo, I found out, this is way off the subject, but I was watching a documentary and I found out that so you know how like when Razor Ramon and Diesel left and they went to
Yeah, to go
WCW.
to
So the whole thing around when that happened, I'm gonna make it a quick story. So long story, I'll make it a quick story.
Yeah.
Their last show with WWF was at Madison Square Garden, right? It wasn't like a televised show. It was a like a house show, they
Shawn
called
Michaels had something to do with that. I
Yeah,
think I seen
yeah.
this.
So, because after they finished, they all came out and was like hugging each other and all that kind of stuff.
and broke the kayfabe.
Exactly. They broke. That was the first time people saw that these guys are really friends or whatever.
Yeah.
And a whole whirlwind of things happened as a result of that because Shawn Michaels was like the world champion, so they like Vince was mad at all of them, and Triple H at the time was like up and coming, but because they couldn't really punish Shawn Michaels, they punished Triple H by kind of sitting him down for a little while, and the person who took Triple H's spot as far as being on the come up was Steve Austin. They started giving Steve Austin the push, and that's where Stone Cold Steve Austin came from. All of that happened from that night. I was there that night. I was at that show. Yeah, I was at that show. At Madison
But you
Square
didn't
Garden.
understand it at the time.
Not
I'm
at the
sure.
time.
Like,
I mean, I was grown. I was grown at the
Yeah.
time, but still, we didn't know because the internet. There wasn't the internet, so we didn't know everything that came as a trickle down effect from what happened that night. Like we just say, "Yo, there they go. They're all they're in the ring hugging each other." And then all the stuff behind the scenes that happened as a result, and how it all ended up with the birth of like Stone Cold Steve Austin was crazy. But I was there.
and you got to check out the Montreal screw job. You know.
Oh yeah, I love that one.
Shawn
Yeah.
Michaels and Bret Hart, and then back to Rick right fast. His last match he wrestled in Charlotte. Gave me 4 tickets.
Yeah.
Kanye couldn't get 2 tickets. I got 4 tickets.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah, but avid wrestling. We grew up on wrestling, guys.
Yeah,
you
we
know,
did.
you know how it is.
Masters started by the late Master George Anderson, who was a friend of Bruce Lee. Okay, so that's what James is up to. I studied under Bruce Lee. He was on the floor.
Yeah, he was on
I
the
was on the
fifth
third.
floor. He was on the floor. Yeah, the Martin fans out there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And Ghostface Killer did that on one of his albums.
He did that too.
Yeah.
Oh, is
I
that
think he
where
got it
Martin
from
got
Martin.
it from?
No, I think
Oh,
he probably got it from
Martin.
Martin. I'm sure.
Yeah. Got you. Yeah.
There you go. So yeah, Brian's looking to get some workout started as well. That's what's up.
Looking for the fit. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the
Nice,
80s was
man.
full
Very
of workout shows. That's right, James. It really was. It really was. And you had what's her name? Jane Fonda and them for the ladies doing it.
Yeah. It was so many back in the day, but they don't really promote that type of stuff now. That you think about it, like on our ESPNs and just and maybe I'm not catching it. Maybe it's on Netflix and stuff. I
Right.
don't know. I don't watch a lot of that stuff, but
Yeah, I don't think they're
maybe
out
it's
there like
available.
that. I think after Billy Blanks and them, I think it's not really.
Tybo.
You got to buy it
I
now.
used to
You got to
do.
buy the
I used to do,
DVDs.
I used to do Tybo and a bow tie. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like we need to
Well,
come out with the no shortcuts exercise
The no shortcuts
regimen.
exercise plan. Yeah, I had the Tybo. There was another one after Tybo. I forgot what it was
There's
called.
a lot of them.
But
I can't remember.
it was another brother who started something, and it was like a DVD collection. I forgot what it was called now. If y'all know what I'm
Okay.
talking about, chime in. But
Yeah,
it was
please
like
let us
it was
know.
after Tybo, and it was another dude that started it, and it was like everybody was bootlegging the DVDs, of course.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
James.
I don't
Yeah,
remember
James.
that at all.
James says he met the Undertaker and the $1 Million Man at a
Okay.
club. Yeah, they're all really nice, man. Like you said, they're
Yeah.
all really nice. Not like their personas. Brian says
Mm-hmm.
Andre the Giant. Yeah, he lived in Ellerbe. I
North
met,
Carolina?
yeah, when you watch the so there's a Andre the Giant
There's a series.
documentary on HBO.
Okay.
It was really good documentary, and that's what
Really?
they said, that he lived in North Carolina like most of his life.
Okay.
After he stopped wrestling, he kind of retired, and like he bought some farm in North Carolina and was like that's where he pretty
Yeah.
much lived all his life.
Yeah. So there was, and then A&E has these specials too,
Yeah,
like these documentaries on the red. I've seen just about all of them.
yeah,
man.
that's the one I was
Yeah.
watching when they were talking about DX. That's how I remember.
Okay.
That's how I put all those things together, that I was
Yeah.
at that show. I was like, yo, we were at that show. That's what's
Yeah,
up.
yeah, absolutely. And then even Dusty Rhodes, and before he passed, I
Yeah.
don't know if he was podcasting, but he had he was being interviewed. Jim Cornette used to have one. All you know, they spilling all the beans now. You know, the mystique of it
Right.
isn't what it used to be. They say they couldn't even travel together back in the day if you on opposite sides of the
Yeah.
fence. Even Nikita's whole accent, Nikita Koloff, his accent, he had to do all the time. It's not a real
Oh, for
accent.
real?
Yeah, but
I
he had
didn't
to
know
do
that.
it all the time. That's the kayfabe, though. You commit
Yeah.
to the character.
Yeah, that's true.
You know?
That's true. I was watching that. Yo, did you see that video of Dusty Rhodes playing ball?
No, I didn't see that.
It just popped up like one day last week on Facebook. It was
Basketball?
He was schooling dudes on the basketball court.
Really?
Yeah.
I have to look that
Yeah, you
up.
have to look that up. You have to look that up.
Yeah.
Yo, this is the show today, y'all.
Yeah. We done got on wrestling some kind of way. We gotta.
This
What's
is the
our
show.
next topic?
It's physical fitness.
That's physical fitness, though,
It's,
right?
it's physical
You're there
fitness,
jumping around,
man. It's physical fitness.
taking bumps.
Taking bumps. That's right. Taking bumps.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
man.
Where we at now?
Yeah, that's the show. That's the show. But yeah, the other thing, just we wanted to just encourage everybody to set some physical fitness goals.
Yeah.
To kind of work it into what you're doing all day with your businesses, and kind of keep yourself physically healthy as well as mentally healthy, which we talk about a lot on this show. And just to kind of close it out, we're going into the fourth quarter, man. We're going into the fourth quarter. Anyone
Yeah.
have some fourth quarter goals? Have you already exceeded your goals for the year? That would be some good news. Tell us about it.
Yeah.
Tell us about it, or tell us where you are in terms of the goals that you set out early this year and what you need to do in the fourth quarter to really, really make that thing happen, man.
Yeah.
Starting
And as we
with
were talking-
OVOJ.
OVOJ. Man, we got to do something to get rid of that nickname. But as we were talking, texting back and forth a couple days ago, and we started talking about fourth quarter, I started thinking about sports, right?
Right.
As it relates to quarters and being participated in sports over the years. The first quarter, right? If whether you're playing football or basketball, it's kind of like a fill out process. So say you've watched your game film, you've prepared. Now we're in game mode. So okay, let's see what's going on. If it's fill out, what are they running? Does this stuff look familiar? Then sometimes you got to make adjustments. After the first go, okay, I see kind of what they on. So we're gonna make some adjustments for the second quarter. And then you want to start to get your rhythm for the second quarter. Then you got a halftime, right? So you go into halftime and you discuss with your team some things that you may be doing wrong, some things that you need to correct. Also, some things you could probably do better as you get ready to go out for the second half. So then you go back out in the third quarter. Now we're gonna put some of these theories to the test, some of these adjustments and things, and hopefully, pardon me, by the end of the third quarter, you figured out everything, and as you go into the fourth quarter, you want to just continue that rhythm, and if you're up in the as far as points wise, just want to, as they say, keep your foot on their neck,
Mm-hmm.
and let's win this ball game. So
Yeah.
when we started talking about quarterly things business wise, I started thinking about sports
Right.
and how it kind of relates. So
Mm-hmm.
as you go into the fourth quarter, the close of the year, ladies and gentlemen, hopefully everybody has found their rhythm with whatever industry it is that you're involved in. You've kind of figured out the quote unquote opponent a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
and you're able to keep your foot on their neck
Yeah.
and proceed to the victory line, or the win.
Mm-hmm.
And with that being said, man, I'm wow, like ever since COVID, it seems like well, COVID became a thing in 2020, but every year after that, it just seems like since we've come out of there on the entertainment side, things have really been very steady. They've picked up, slowly increasing, and this year 2024, I hopped on, the digital streaming platforms to release music. So that's something extra that I've put in the belt. I've always been famous. I've always made music, and not
Mm-hmm.
always, but for a while now. But figured I'd hop on and do these streaming services and give everyone a chance to hear the stuff that I create. So that's something I've added, this year, and I'm very very excited, very proud of the numbers that I'm doing. The song you played at the beginning of the show, the latest release, which is a week ago, and just having fun. I called it "Isn't It Cake." I'm just having fun with the whole concept of having cake and eating it too, but
Mm-hmm.
made a song out of it, But it's at almost 12,000 collective streams, man. Maybe 13. I think it's 12,000 something, but it's almost at 13.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm again, as I say, what I told you beforehand, painting pictures with this artwork, master P of these masterpieces, trying to see how these
Yeah.
charts work. So the best way for me to learn how these charts work is to jump in the pool and get
Mm-hmm.
and get an up close view, man. So far so good. I'm well pleased with the numbers I've been able to do. We're just gonna keep building on that, man. But the next couple of months are gonna be, because we're coming off a little August, downtime. It picked up the last couple of weeks going into the close of the year. So um September and October looking all the way until November. It's looking very fruitful. And then once you hit Thanksgiving, you got a little slow period. Then you get all your Christmas stuff, a
Mm-hmm.
few Christmas things, and New Year's Eve. Shout out to Mellow Groove. Will be in, if I'm not mistaken, Greenville, South Carolina for New Year's Eve. But
Yep.
I always so thankful for the other avenues and my other network of musicians and friends that I can, even yourself, I can collaborate with in this field of music and entertainment. I can always fill my calendar in, when there's some
Mm-hmm.
lull in the schedule.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's hit a. Late with it.
I
Late
thought
with
you
it today.
froze.
That's good, man. That's good. And
Yeah.
I like that analogy about the sports, right? In the fourth quarter, keeping, like you
Yeah.
said, keeping your foot on their neck. You don't
Yeah.
want to lose that lead. That's kind of where we're
Uh,
at right now with my business. We had a good jump start, so now the fourth
mhm.
quarter, we want to, keep pressing the gas. But at the same time, what they do in the game, when it's the
Mhm.
fourth quarter and you got that lead, they want to use them or even if it's the other way, you also want to have teachable moments
Yeah,
and
for sure.
use
Put the subs in.
start putting some things into practice, right? So now we're
Yeah.
up, we're good, but we
Hmm.
want to start practicing some things, for the next game, so for next year. And that's kind of where I'm at now, because the rest of this year is pretty much autopilot. I just got to get
Hmm.
in there and do the events, but it's already been booked.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
now
That's good.
yeah, that's good. So now
Hmm.
I'm just starting to practice some other things and try out some different things that I can take into next year.
Yeah.
to make sure, you know, we don't lose any of that ground. And I'm reading a book. I just started it last night, and I'll come back on and talk about it once I've mastered the theories that are in this book. But it's gonna, you know, be a big help in already thinking about what I can do differently next year. Even though this year was a success, I'm not gonna live on that. So I got to figure out how to make sure, you know, we're more profitable and things like that. So, you know, just using this fourth quarter to hammer it home, and at the same time, you know, start thinking early about what do we need to do? What do we need to do to sustain this thing? You know what I'm saying?
And community, y'all feel free to chime in. Let us know what you got on your agenda as far as goals. Yeah, and for the fourth quarter, we want to keep inspiring and motivating each other to finish strong. James says you have to keep finding ways to grow, and every little step counts. James, you got more music October 16th. Did I see a post? If I'm not mistaken, sometimes I'm just on and off Facebook so quick. You can see the you know how when somebody runs by, you just see the color, a
Like
blur
the blur?
of colors. That's how fast I'm on and off sometimes. You know?
I thought that
But
was
if
the
I'm not
blur.
mistaken, what was that? But if I'm not mistaken, I think he has more music coming in October.
Yeah, let us know. Let us know, James F. Masters on all of your streaming platforms.
All of these platforms, and let us know, ladies and gentlemen, what you guys plans. I know Brian had a lot going on over the summer, being in certain magazines and different advertisements and things like that. So we hope all of that you're seeing some return on that, Brian DJ.
October 10th, two new singles by James
it,
Masters. Yeah,
I had it slightly right.
James is joining the OVO boys. October's very own.
Oh my goodness!
You don't have to be born in October to be in the group either. You can just be getting money in October.
We're taking applications apparently. I don't know what's going on.
That's what's up. Yeah, y'all look out for James and his new music October 10th. He's on the Apple and the Spotify and all those places for sure.
Yeah, he says Brian was popping up everywhere. Yeah. I'm sure you guys have seen an ad or two.
Yeah, DJ B, Park Place Entertainment. It was Local Life Magazine. He had a full page spread on Local Life Magazine. Yeah. So shout out to him.
Absolutely, man. That's awesome. I'm going to pull up and see what we got coming up here. And you guys got anything else? Another holiday magazine. And guys, make sure y'all post these things in the community because we want to celebrate with you. I don't mind sharing them myself, but when you share on your page, if it's a highlight or something informative, even if it's something inspirational, share those things within our community. You know, that's what it's for.
We like to see what y'all are up to for sure. Something we can come back and talk about.
Absolutely. I'm trying to see where I'm going.
While you do that, I'll tell you that this Saturday I am Weaverville, North Carolina for a wedding, and then we'll be back on Tuesday.
Light weekend this weekend, huh?
Yeah, just one.
Yeah. I got a couple of rehearsals tomorrow and Thursday. The rehearsal tomorrow is for church Sunday. Thursday's rehearsal is for some guys. Shout out to my guy Gene Irvin. I'm helping some guys out September 21st here in Rock Hill at Sunset Park. But also Friday, Brandon Stevens and I, that the guys in the comments, my Mellow Groove brother, former guest of the platform, we'll be at Friendly Billiards in Rock Hill, man, a duo act. That's from 8 until 11. And then Saturday, the chairman of the board will be in Louisville, North Carolina at the West Bend Bar and Events. $10 cover. Music starts at 5, doors open at 4. The address is 5394 Williams Road, Louisville, North Carolina. That information can also be found at www.thechairmanoftheboard.com. My whole schedule and everything's there. And Sunday I'll be back at Mount Dewell. We missed a couple of comments. I'll read them if you want me to.
I was putting them up while you were talking.
Okay.
Yeah, I was putting them up. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
About James Masters music on TikTok. digital jukeboxes in the Reels and DJB will be in Easley on the 21st.
Oh, easily down there near Greenville.
Yeah, it'll be in the upstate.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
might be moving out there at some point.
Yeah, yeah, and we still gonna have Brandon and Kathy come on soon when they get some things squared away
Yeah.
to talk about their business. Man, it's a lovely like
Looking
candle
forward to
shops
it.
decor. Yeah, Happy Cat Candles.
Yeah.
Feel free to Google it in the meantime or look it up on Facebook or whatever you need to do.
Yeah.
Happy Cat, that's with a K. You know, Happy Cat Candles. You know,
That's what's
all
up.
of that good stuff.
Shout out
Man. We
to
got
them.
people doing things. Still working on my guy, Mike Goodwin, comedian Mike Goodwin. You know, I was down there to check his show out over the summer, man. He's coming on soon as well to
Okay.
break some bread with us from the comedian aspect, you know. So we got some things coming up, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, yes. Thank you all for tuning in. Make sure
Yeah, it's been great.
you share it with people. Tell somebody else about it. Subscribe, share the podcast so they can subscribe and get notifications when we go live next Tuesday at noon Eastern time.
Yeah, and share it with your friends. And if you haven't subscribed yet, especially on YouTube, don't leave today, ladies and gentlemen, without subscribing. Let's see, can we get to 100? We at 90 subscribers right now. Let's see, can we get to 100 by next Tuesday? I think that's
Yes,
possible.
That's a good goal. Setting goals. I love it. That's a
Setting
good goal.
goals.
Let's get to 100 by next Tuesday. I'll do my part. Do my part and make sure you all do the same. Share it, and I'm gonna share it. I'm gonna share your share, and you share my share.
That's right. And my Sharia Moore, Sonny and Cher, and all of that good stuff. You know what I mean? Yeah.
see you all next Tuesday.
And we're available real quick, not only just on YouTube. You can find No Shortcuts with Midas and Fame, also on Spotify, Apple Music as well, ladies and gentlemen. So
Absolutely. If you
give us
wanna
a
listen
follow.
to
Follow
us.
us on all three.
Yeah.
Why not? Why
Right.
not? You know? Yeah. So we want to thank you all. We're gonna probably ease on out of here. We are over our quote unquote hour that we carve out for our show, ladies and gentlemen. But we want to thank you. Thank you all for joining us. All of the former guests of our platform who still come through and say hi and have conversations with us. We appreciate you so much. Thank you all, whether you're live right now watching the replay. Thank y'all. And we're gonna sign off and we're gonna reconvene. Let's do it again next Tuesday. In the meantime, everybody have a great day, a great rest of the week, and stay healthy. And we wish you prosperous fourth quarter from the No Shortcuts community.
Peace.